Friends, she was mentioning about the KMC days. I would like to say something about some of my fond memories, and just one of them for want of time. We were all in this red block. I belong to 1965 batch. We were staying in the red block. And normally this happens to everybody. Towards the end of the month, third week or so, you hardly have any cash left. You're almost bankrupt at this stage. You don't know what to do. I had two of my roommates, Dr. Babu Rajendran and K.S. Vijayaraghavan. And we had a unique knack of going to every room by turns. And one fellow is supposed to go to the very next room and then ask for the newspaper. That day's newspaper, to go in the evening, collect it. Like that, we used to collect from all the rooms very religiously over a period of a week. At the end of the week, we can go and put it into the shop and they give you something. So that helped us to buy certain things. This was the way we had our fourth week celebration, because the fourth week of every month used to be like this. So Manipal days are wonderful days. In fact, they helped us to blossom well. I'm from Coimbatore, born and brought up in Coimbatore. And my father was one of the earliest doctors of Coimbatore, along with Raghavendra Rao's father. And then I took up medicine thanks to Dr. M.P. Pai, who was also with Major Rao. Dr. M.P. Pai was working in Coimbatore, and he advised my father to put me on to. I studied. Unfortunately, I lost my father when I was doing my second year. I continued, but in spite of a good academic career, I had to come back at the end of finishing the MBBS and start my private practice. I am not an ophthalmologist. I am an MBBS. I came back and set up a memorial clinic in the name of my father. I was so fortunate to have Dr. Radha, my better half. We established a big memorial clinic in the name of my father. And after 5 years, we were again very fortunate, turn of events. We were inspired by Kanchi Shankaracharyas to start the movement wherein we are fully involved. And presently we are involved as the founder and co-founder of Shankara Eye Foundation India, of which Dr. Rao is one of the trustees. And it's a very organized charitable activity. Now it is pan-India. We have almost one in every state of India. The last application happened in Hyderabad, and now we are constructing one in Varanasi, which will be completed in the next 4 or 5 months. We are the largest community eye care provider globally. We have so far examined over 6.5 million patients, poor patients in the villages, and we have performed over 2.5 million free eye surgeries so far. Every day across India, we are performing 1,000 free eye surgeries, highest quality. We do have a paying section. It is a replicable and sustainable model of eye care. Somebody came from abroad and saw our activity and said, how to define this organization? He said, it's a world-class eye care with a social impact. We do have a social impact. No compromise on the quality. We are an academic institution. We are a teaching institution. We are into research in a very big way. Here in Bengaluru, we have a hospital. We are working with Microsoft and various other organizations. We are into artificial intelligence in a very big way. So it's a world-class eye care with a social impact. So for us, it's a beautiful teamwork, a teamwork where many people have joined. For me, the best thing that has happened is Dr. Radha, who came with the same thought, and together we could build the organization, and friends like Babu and others. And we enjoy what we do in Shankara. We have around 2,500 people working for Shankara full-time. We are 100% honorary. This is not our bread and butter, but we have full-time 2,500 people. We don't have attrition at all. In Shankara, there is no attrition. They grow with the organization. And we enjoy every day of our work in Shankara, more perhaps when we talk to each other. I was an exchange student in US before I joined Rotary. And there I saw, some of you also echoed that thought. I saw a beautiful statement written by Harry Emerson. It is a definition of life something I'm sure all of you will reflect upon. Harry Emerson, I saw it in my host family's house. Then I remember that. It was in 1980. Harry Emerson, a famous thinker and philosopher, he defines life. He says that everyone born in this world and living and going know what is real meaning of life. And he says, to laugh often and much. Yes. Why do you get all this humor talk and things like that? Why all of us meet together? We spend more time together, fellowship. It is only to laugh and much. So to laugh often and much. To win the appreciation of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends. To win over the affection of children. To love beauty. To make this world a bit better, whether by a green garden patch or a redeemed social condition. To know that even one life breathes because of us, that is to have succeeded. Friends, this, he says, is the meaning of life. All of us are happy to see and interact that all of us to a great extent have fulfilled this. And that is the greatest joy. Mohan Naudar often says we should meet again and again. Nothing like this friendship, getting together, interacting with each other, laughing with each other, sharing the joy and happiness with each other. So thank you very much for this short presentation. We have Dr. Ratnakar Shetty, along with his spouse Shalini Shetty. He belongs to 1961 batch, Dr. Ratnakar Shetty.
I am Dr. Ratnakar Shetty, 1961 batch, passed MBBS 1968. Then I did my diploma in dermatology from the University of Vienna. Then I was in government service from 1970 to 75. Then I traveled many countries like Muscat, Nigeria, Libya. And I got 2 children. Son is associate professor at Dental College in the Department of Endodontics, Naira Dental College, Mumbai. Daughter is also a dentist, settled in Maryland, USA, married to Akshay Agde. I have 2 children. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Dr. Shetty. So after we complete the remaining friends of ours coming and talking, a lot of our better halves are here. So here is an offer to every one of you. You can, your husband spoke about his career, his family and things like that. If any of one would like to come and say something about your family and your husband specifically, his nature, you're most welcome to make it more spicy before we end up with a lunch. So may I now request Dr. V.P. Ravindran. He's along with Dr. Sucharita here, and he belongs to the 1970, the junior batch, pre-medical.
Good afternoon. I am one of the junior most in this gathering. Next is Dr. Asha Rao, 1970 batch. My wife is Dr. Sucharita. She is a gynecologist. She is practicing with me in Europe with my brother, Dr. Muthuswamy. I am a general surgeon, did my general surgery in Madras Medical College. My son is an ENT surgeon. My daughter-in-law is a radiologist. I am blessed with 2 grandchildren. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Dr. Saeed Ahmed. Dr. Saeed Ahmed. Mrs. Jaunia Ahmed is his spouse. He belongs to 1962 batch, Dr. Saeed Ahmed.
Thank you, Dr. Ramani. MBBS. That's enough, isn't it? Why do you want anything else? MBBS from KMC. I think that's about the best thing one can get in life. Any other degrees are not really necessary, but people get them. I got them too. But I just wanted MBBS mentioned there because that is from KMC. I'm proud of it. And why did I go to KMC? I'm from Bangalore. I didn't go to Bangalore Medical College. I wasn't good enough. I wasn't getting the ranks. I wasn't getting 70, 80% marks. I got just about 45%. And that got me into KMC. I think MP Pai was a visionary. He realized that you don't have to score high marks but to be good enough to achieve. A lot of your peers have achieved so much. Amazing here. What a gathering. What achievements some of you got up here. Proud of you all. Having said that, okay, about myself, I've living in UK. I've lived there since about 1973. I got 6 children. I'm happily married. I got 6 grandchildren. And no great-grandchildren yet. I came here only for this meeting, and I'll be soon going back. Hopefully, I'll come again. And hopefully, I look forward to seeing you all and going through the same achievements you have done. Take care. Love you all. Bye for now.
Thank you very much. Dr. T.K. Shivan. His spouse, Dr. Lalita Shivan, is here. 1964 batch. That's Dr. Shivan's.
I did both my undergraduate and postgraduate in KMC, Manipal and Bangalore. I finished in 1974, MD General Medicine. Then I worked for some time in Coorg. Actually, I belong to 50-50, 50% in Coorg and 50% in life. My life was in Kerala. So, actually, I studied in Coorg and Bangalore throughout. I worked my professional complete in Kannur. So, I am a 50% Keralaite and a 50% Karnatakaite now. So, after finishing my MD General Medicine, I worked for some time in Coorg. Then I shifted to Calicut, then to Kannur. We settled in Kannur. I worked in government hospital, district hospital for about 10 to 15 years. Then we started a multi-speciality hospital in Kannur as a partnership basis. Now it is converted into a company. I have 2 sons, one son and a daughter. Son is an ENT specialist and daughter is a dentist. Yeah. Son is in Kannur and daughter is in UK, Manchester. She has 2 children. Daughter studied in London School of Economics and she is working in London only. And the other one is in a high school. And son also has got 2 children. Both my children studied in Bangalore only, KMC. And granddaughter, son's daughter, also studied in Manipal. She did her biotechnology in Manipal, finished. Retired life with my wife, Dr. Lalita Shivan. She is an ophthalmologist. She is also with me here. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shivan. Yes, already we heard Dr. Shivkumar. Maybe later again we'll call him. Dr. Shivananda, belonging to the 1963 batch. Dr. Shivananda.
I'm Dr. Shivananda. I belong to 1963 first MBBS batch. After my MBBS, I was in government service for 3 years. Then I left to UK. I had ENT training in England. Came back after 10 years practicing in Bangalore. I retired 1 year now. So I settled in Bangalore. Thank you very much.
Dr. Sudharam Rai, unfortunately, he had a fall this morning. I think it was a dislocated shoulder joint. He has gone. For anyone who has received any message regarding how he's doing? Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay, so glad to inform you that he's fine. He has been taken to an orthopedic hospital and he had a fall here. So something which all of us need to keep in mind is the sense of balance. And there are some exercises, especially people who have this vertigo need to be extremely careful. And thank God he is fine. May I now request Dr. Surendran from Uduvalpet. He belongs to 1966 batch, a very dynamic and bubbling KMCI, Dr. J. Surendran.
எல்லாருக்கும் வணக்கம். I am Dr. Surendran from 1966 batch. I joined KMC because of my cousin brother, Dr. G. Parthasarathi, 1959 batch, whom is known to all our senior members. I got married and got 2 sons. Both of them, they refused to become doctors because they want to have a peaceful life of 10 to 5. Both of them studied IT and they are well settled, and I'm happy now.
Thank you. Can I request Dr. T.C.A. Vajravel, his spouse, Mrs. B. Mallika, and Dr. Vajravel belongs to 1968 batch.
I'm Dr. Vajravel, 68 batch. I'm brother of Dr. Thangavel. You know him very well. And I have 2 children. My son is in software and daughter is in homemaker. Her husband is a oral maxillary surgeon, MDS. Both are settled in Chennai, actually. I was active Rotarian. I was able to work with 2 positive district governors in Performance College. One is Dr. K. Lavanathan and Joe Annaji. I took active part in polio plus immunization schedule. They were very helpful. I thank our college founder, T.M.A. Pai, Padma Shri, Dr. T.M.A. Pai. Because of him only, I am here and we are here. We are meeting again. I thank credit goes to them. So thank you very much all. Thank you, sir.
Yes, TAT. So well known, so close to all of us, a multi-dimensional personality, Dr. Thangavelu from Erode.
Yeah, good afternoon to everybody. It's a very, very unique opportunity to live with the shade of Ramani, who is Padma Shri. T.M. Pai is number 1. Next is Cherian, who got the Padma Shri. Then the third person is from KMC, our friend Ramani. So that's a very proud moment for me. And to begin with my story, I was basically a botanist. Somehow the final year I got discontinued because I got selected here and joined 1965. Then after passing out, I wanted to be anesthetist rather. I went to CMC, spent about 2 months. Then I had to shuttle to Madurai Medical College. I did my senior housemanship in anesthesiology. I worked in a private hospital where Kameswaran and all stalwarts were working there. There's the first polyclinic in Madurai. I was RMO then. So I had the opportunity to work with all stalwarts there. And Kameswaran had so much liking. He pulled me to ENT, though I worked as an anesthetist. And so my fate turned to be ENT surgeon. And later on, my life is turned to be ENT surgeon. Got married in 1975 to Kanchana. We are blessed with 2 daughters and 1 son. 2 daughters are dentists. They are blessed with my elder daughter blessed with 2 daughters again. My second daughter is in California. She's blessed with 2 sons now. My son is also ENT surgeon, married to Sweta from Calicut. They are blessed with 1 son and daughter. So like that, my life is complete. And another important thing, one patient is my hammy. Yeah, we have 3 friends in ham radio. One is Magadu, and Raman is also another ham, and I am still active ham, and I do a lot of work. The ham is something unique, a wonderful hobby. Without passport, without visa, I just travel every weekend to almost all countries. So that's the one thing. I do participate in communication wherever necessity arises. And that's the real fun of it. And my ham radio is next to me, Operation Theatre. My anesthetist will grab my neck to put up the radio and then come back to surgery and so many things. Life is like that. And it was really helpful. After the mobile, the charm is lost, but still, we are trained about more than 300 ham operators, but very few are continued to be a ham. Yeah, that thing, there's a long story about me. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you, Ramani.
Thank you, Thangavellu. He's a very passionate ham. Across India, he's very well known in the field of radio ham. Sometimes it is quite happy to share certain informations also. All of us feel so. One is I was so fortunate to be contribute as a governor in the Board of Governors in supersession of the Medical Council of India. All of you know how the Medical Council of India was functioning, maybe even about 5-10 years back. So Board of Governors were constituted and we were given an assignment, 2 years, to totally streamline the Medical Council of India. So that was a very big challenge, and we did it in Delhi, and there was a total revamping. So these things are no more there, and the entire Medical Council, at the time, we brought in this NEET, and next is coming subsequently. So may I now request Mr. V.T. Varadarajan. Mr. Varadarajan is from Udumalpet, very close friend for all of us. His wife, Mrs. Tilagam, he belongs to 1961 batch.
Thank you, Ramani. I belong to 61 batch. After graduating at Manipal, I did my diploma in ENT at MMC. I am blessed with a son and a daughter, but none of them in our profession. So, thank you, Raman.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you. Yes. Dr. N. Vasudevan from Pollachi. He used to be our mentor when we all joined Manipal, and his wife, Dr. Padma Vasudevan, is also here. He belongs to 1964 batch.
Good afternoon. I belong to the 64 batch. I started my practice at Pollachi. I got married to a doctor, Dr. Padma. She's an MMC student. We established our nursing home in our hometown, Pollachi, with 30-bed hospital. I served as an anesthetist for 38 years in Pollachi, and we had a maternity gynec surgery-oriented hospital. For the past 14 years, we are retired. We are full-time agriculturists now. Still, not to waste our skill, we take up a lot of service activities. We join hands with Satya Sai organization. We conduct a lot of camps, even we involve in camps with Ramani's hospital. Long back, when there were not IOL and other things, we used to conduct camps in the rural areas. When C.P. Singh was the collector, we used to organize camps in the base centers. There itself, the operations were performed, and Coimbatore district was announced as matured cataract-free district. We were part of the I have two sons. My first son is a doctor. He did his MBBS in KMC, Bangalore. Then he did his post-graduation in Ramchandra Medical College. He's a general surgeon. He worked in cardiothoracic surgery at Puttaparthi Satya Sai Institute. Now he is settled in Australia. He works as an accident and emergency. He has two sons. One son is a doctor, third year. He's doing his third year medicine. The second son is about 13 years. The first son is a cricketer. He was selected under 17 in Brisbane state. My second son is non-medical. He is living with me. He is full-time agriculturist. Now, for the past 14 years, we have stopped our practice. We are involved in service activities only. Here, I must appreciate Ramani's work to organize such a good gathering, the responsibility that he has taken to see that all of us are comfortably placed. Thank you, Ramani. And I hope we'll meet every year. It's a pleasant thing to have all of us together to remember our past, Shangri-La, the lake, the library, and the mess manager. You go with your guests without asking you. He used to remember everybody's roll number. So wonderful. And we are all gathered because of love. So I hope we continue. Somebody like Ramani again come forward and organize such a wonderful event. Thank you.
Thank you, Vasu. We have Dr. Vijay Narayanan. All KMCites who are assembled here, we will agree on one point. Undoubtedly, we say that we belong to the category. Dr. Vijay Narayan? Okay, while we are trying to fetch him, I think he's somewhere around. So all of us agree, we belong to the category that we always say that I am the boss in my home and I have the permission from my wife to say so. Today, we have the better halves. Jokes apart, whatever we are today as in terms of our professional excellence, the status in society, a major chunk of the credit should go to our better halves. Do you agree or not? If you agree, give a big hand. So they really contribute a lot in our lives. They made their lives brighter. They helped us to scale higher in our professional career. So what we thought, we should also listen to them. I'm not saying this because my wife is sitting here. I'm not saying this. We should also listen to if at all they want to add something, spice. Before we do that, Dr. Gurumurthy's daughter is here. She is Mrs. Divya. Okay. So I will request her to say a few words. She wants to say a few words on this occasion. She has attended the program yesterday and today. Okay. Divya, Gurumurthy's daughter.
So, good afternoon, everybody. Like you've been hearing a lot of things from your colleagues and the other people gathered here, and you'll have to hear it from us also, your children. A few things I would like to share. Yeah, thank you. A few things I'd like to share about your lives, as far as I have observed. All knowledge attains its ethical value and its human significance only by the human sense in which it is employed. you all have studied the phenomenon of diseases with the patients mostly, not with theoretical references. As Appa frequently recollects his professor's words, that the best medical book is the patient. I think it was Dr. Hegde's. He used to say it very often. And you've practiced medicine by combining intellectual and moral interest as this profession demanded. People have let you into the most intimate part of their lives, and you all have the honor of being trusted to give advice. And I'm attending SANGAMAM for the second time. Last year I was at Yerkad, and this is the second time. And all these years, I'm seeing Appa providing his services with a constant union of novelty, utility, and charity, which I assume is the greatest charm for his pure and active mind. If I'm saying is right. And talking about Manipal, it is a magically wonderful place that even I miss the place and people when my children graduated. Like I've been there only for a few visits. And Appa attributes his characteristics to my grandfather firstly, and then to Dr. T.M.A. Pai. Because as early as I could remember, I've seen Dr. T.M.A. Pai's photograph along with my grandfather's in his consulting room. He talks more about Manipal than Stanley and Laila, where he has pursued his studies. And also seeing you all here, in spite of age and commitments, only wishing to be with everybody, not much drama, I wanted to say this here. In this contemporary society where people have lost their sense of direction and command, we as your children have a clear conscience and have a feeling always that the life here is very beautiful and it is as it has to be. And that feeling and the clear conscience is not just a mere platitude, but the ideal of our existence, which helps us to face ourselves, our children, and above all, God with no shame or guilt. You all have worn, and some of you are still wearing the white coat with passion, dignity and pride. And on behalf of all your daughters and sons, I insist each one of you, all appas and ammas also here, should hear it from us that you are one of a kind. Thank you.
Thank you for reassuring us that we are one of a kind. So, the ladies kindly get ready. Just give you the way forward. 1 point about you, talk about, give your name, your husband's name. 1 point, positive point about your husband. 1 negative or could be improved point about your husband. That's all. So, yeah, Vijay Narayanan is here. Dr. Vijay Narayanan, please come, sir, before the ladies take over. I think not many of us spoke about the Tiger Circle, how we remember the Tiger Circle, the Udupi Diana restaurant, that Mitra Samaj near the Udupi temple. Those are wonderful days and wonderful experiences. So, Dr. Vijay Narayanan, 1962 batch.
Thank you, Dr. Ramani and Kanchana. Wonderfully organized. Thank you again. As you can see, I'm 62 first MB batch. Quite a few of my batchmates are here. After graduation, I did internship in Bangalore, couple of years, and then I went to UK. I did my fellowship, trained in pediatric surgery, practiced in UK as well as here. Married, 2 girls. One is a gynecologist, the elder one. Younger one is a IT professional. What else I can say about myself? I'm glad to be here, to meet all my good old friends. Thank you very much.
So any of the ladies here are forthcoming? Only when you come and say a few words here, the whole thing is complete. An opportunity to say something about your husband.
Dr. Ganesh Naik's wife, Mohini Naik. It's a bit scary to say the negative points here, but I'm going to be brave and try. Okay, the positive point about my husband is that he's absolutely dedicated to whatever he does. He is totally a patient's person. And I have heard so many reports from so many patients about his bedside manners that I often wonder if they're talking about the same man that I'm married to. And I'm making it very brief. His negative point is a small lack of sense of time. Okay. In Bangalore, from maybe 5-6 kilometers away, he'll say, I'll be there in 5 minutes. Okay, and here I am waiting for more than an hour after that. That's the only negative point I can say about it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. See, all along, whatever we have heard from these folks here, KMCites, this is not the true picture. Now you'll get the true picture. Each one will have a minute to say the plus or minus. Who is next?
This is a great honor to celebrate this joyous occasion with so many of you all, and it's really wonderful to see you all. I am Sita. My husband is Chengiya Babu. There's a lot of stories that I hear about him from college, which I dare not repeat, but all his buddies will vouch for that. However, the pluses are also plenty there. He's a voracious reader. He loves to read and he's very knowledgeable, but very understated, won't express all those things. The library is actually his temple. He goes there very often, always collecting books and imparting his knowledge. And that is him in essence, I feel like he's a bookman. What else can I say? He loves to travel. Yeah, actually, after retirement, he has started a new passion, which is cooking. I was the scapegoat initially, but now he has perfected a lot of different things, and he's a very good cook, cooks a lot of different stuff, yeah. I think retirement is a good time, and we should all find new hobbies and passions and start to enjoy life in a different way after all the hard work we did. Thank you all for this honor. I really appreciate it. Good luck to all of you. All the very best.
Thank you. Thank you very much. See, all of us are always most obediently. I'm talking about the men over here. So we always try and help our... So the ladies can even say something about how good the men are helping them in their kitchen.
Good afternoon. First few things, positive things. One is friendship. The college days friendship is, when you meet your friends from college, you feel very young. That is the plus point. You go back to that age, and any caste, like 80 years, 90 years, if you meet a friend from college, you feel you are again 20 to 25 in all aspects. One thing. Second is about spouses. You may be a doctor or not a doctor, but there is a sacrifice on the lady's side. If a man has to concentrate on his work, the home front should be very serene. So that's a job, responsibility of a lady. So she sacrifices so many things on your behalf. You don't know what the child is doing, what the child is studying, homework, household work, looking after the parents or grandparents or mother-in-laws, father-in-law. See, everything is on the lady's shoulder. So in a running race, if you are also a doctor, you cannot compete with your husband because your legs are tied. It's a running race with your legs tied. But it's a privilege. She has to sacrifice certain things to make her husband successful. And that is, everybody feels that. And one point of Ramani's positive is perseverance. He has got a goal and he worked very hard. 24 hours he will spend for Shankara. Not a minute. The one thing a wife expects is a quality time with her husband. Even if it is 5 minutes, you should concentrate on what she does. But always men have the phone on their, this is a attachment. So, this is a point for you, Ramani. You should spend at least 5 to 10 minutes in the household. He doesn't know anything. A spoon from a kitchen, he cannot take a tumbler, anything. Now he will say he helps in the kitchen. He doesn't know anything. But we don't mind. We don't mind. But at least 5 minutes on a dining table, you should concentrate. You should talk to the family and spend that quality 5 minutes with the family. It is for everybody. So that is one thing, is perseverance and its dedication and simplicity. It has not gone up to his head. That is the charm of it. And I feel very proud that though I have contributed a little, and I am a part of this mission, so I am very happy. On my own, I am doing a rural development program which has helped so many women and children. That is one part of me to satisfy my ego. But I am very happy to be with Ramani and his whole group, that we are a part of, see, we have contributed something to the society. We have given back something to the society because of this profession, noble profession. So I should thank God and my Acharya for giving us this life and this opportunity to do something good. Thank you.